English, you would say, I'm having a great time. She's thinking about the answer. Of course, you know to add ing to the verb to show continuation. But did you know there are many common words in English that don't have a progressive ing form? Today you'll learn why you should never add ing to these common words. Welcome back to JForrest English. Of course, I'm Jennifer. Now let's get started. What do you think about this sentence? I'm knowing the answer. I hear this from my students, even my most advanced students, but this sentence is incorrect. You must say, I know the answer. So never add ing to know. If you want to specify that the action is taking place now, which is the purpose of the present continuous verb tense, you could say, right now I know the answer. So you can still use the time reference right now, even though you can never add ing to the verb know. If you want to make it sound like a routine, you can use an adverb of frequency and say, I always know the answer. If you absolutely wanted to use the ing form, you would have to change the verb. You could say, I'm figuring out the answer. Here, the phrasal verb is to figure out, but it's not a true synonym of I know the answer. It's similar and related, but it's not the same. Don't worry about taking notes because I summarize everything in a free lesson PDF. You can find the link in the description. Now you might be wondering, Jennifer, why can't I add ing? It's because the verb know and all the words you'll learn in this lesson are stative verbs. Stative verbs describe states of being, not actions. These states of being include knowledge, emotions, possession, and senses. Because they describe states and not actions, they are not used in the progressive ing form. So you need to say I know, not I'm knowing, even if you want to talk about now, right now, or currently. Thinking about what you just learned, what do you think about this sentence? Knowing English grammar makes speaking easier. This sentence is correct because knowing is a gerund verb, not the progressive form of the verb. What do you think about this sentence? She felt proud of knowing the answer. This sentence is correct because, again, knowing is a gerund verb, not the progressive form of the verb. What do you think about this sentence? I appreciate knowing the correct English grammar rules. Does that describe you? This sentence is correct because yet again, knowing is a gerund verb, not the progressive form of the verb. A very important point to remember throughout this lesson is that stative verbs can be in the gerund form, which is the verb plus ing. Gerund verbs are grammatically required to make a general statement after prepositions and after certain verbs, like in our example sentence, appreciate. Remember, grammatically, the progressive ing form and the gerund ing form are not the same. They look identical, yes, but they follow different grammar rules. You can't say, I'm having 2 cats. You must say, I have 2 cats, which is true. Or she has a, and then whatever noun for possession. She has a car. She has a brother, boyfriend, a cold. She has time, money, patience. Those are all nouns that she possesses. Have is a stative verb with possession because possession represents a state, not an action. But you can say, I was having the weirdest dream when the alarm went off. This is correct. Or I'm having lunch with Sarah tonight. This is correct. Or we're having a meeting this afternoon to discuss the project. This is correct. Have is a regular verb, so it can exist in the progressive ing form with an experience, event, or activity because these represent actions, not states. Thinking about possession, you can't say I'm owning 2 cats because it's the same as possession. I own 2 cats. So you can't use the word possess as well. I'm possessing 2 cats. I possess 2 cats. So have, own, possess, they're all stative verbs. You can't say he's belonging to a team. You must say he belongs to a team. Now you can't say he has been belonging to this team since 2023 because this is the ing progressive form. But you can say he has belonged to this team since 2023. Stative verbs can use the perfect form, but not the perfect progressive form. And you would say, of course, this pen belongs to me to represent the same thing as I own, I possess this pen. You can't say this box is containing our old vacation photos. You must say this box contains our old vacation photos because this describes a state, not an action. So in the past, you can say this box was containing our old vacation photos. You must say this box contained, the past simple, our old vacation photos. Or in the future, you can't say this box will be containing our old vacation photos. You must say this box will contain our old vacation photos. Stative verbs can use the past, present, or future simple, not the progressive. You can't say, I'm seeing a rainbow. You must say, I see a rainbow. Wow, it's beautiful. What about this one? Are you seeing anyone? Oh, what if I asked you this? Are you seeing anyone? Is this correct or incorrect? This sentence is correct and very common. In this case, the verb to see isn't our sense. It means to date. So to be in a romantic relationship. Now, you can reply back and say, I've been seeing Brad for a few months now. So far, so good. This is correct. Or you can say, I'm seeing Brad this weekend. This is correct. So in this case, to see can mean to meet or to spend time with. So you can use this in a broader sense and say, thankfully, she's finally seeing a doctor about her knee pain. So she's meeting with a doctor. But when the verb see is part of your sense, it's a stative verb because senses are stative verbs. This soup tastes amazing. The sense of taste. These flowers smell amazing. The sense of smell. Do you hear that? I think I hear a dog barking. You can't say, you're seeming tired. You would say, you seem tired. Did you have a long day? You seem tired. Now you can also say, you look tired. In this case, it means in general or overall. But you can also say, you're looking tired. Although you may not want to say that to someone, but you can say, oh, you're looking tired today. So you can use the verb look in the ing form because it represents a current, temporary, or changing situation. But the verb seem is a stative verb. Oh, what about this sentence? I'm liking this song. What do you think? Is this correct or incorrect? Well, it depends. If you're taking a language exam, this is incorrect, and you must say, I like this song. But if you're talking casually with your friends and you're a native speaker, this absolutely sounds correct because like, love, dislike, and hate are commonly used in the progressive ing form by natives. We're loving our new house. That sounds very natural to me, even though as a teacher, I would be required to say that is incorrect on a language exam. Or a native speaker would say, I'm hating this new uniform. But just remember, the grammar rule still, even though it's very much used in real speech, the grammar rule still states that these are stative verbs. So to be safe, especially on a language exam, make sure you say, we love our new house. I hate this new uniform. And do not say they're preferring coffee over tea. Yes, this is a verb of preference, like love, like, but you must say they prefer coffee over tea. And natives don't use prefer in the progressive form. So you could ask right now, do you prefer sushi or ramen? You can use a different verb, would you prefer sushi or ramen? And then to reply, I prefer ramen to sushi. Notice that preposition to. Don't say, we're needing your help now. Say, we need your help now. And in a question form, don't ask, are you needing any help now? Ask, do you need any help now? And to answer in the negative, don't say, we're not needing your help now. Say, we don't need your help now. So get comfortable with the different forms, question form, affirmative form, and negative form. And don't say, he's wanting a break. You would say, he wants a break, or we want to learn English, right? Or as a question, do you want some coffee? The verb believe is a stative verb. So don't say before people were believing the earth was flat. That's true. Before people believed the earth was flat. That's grammatically correct and factual. But some people are still believing the earth is flat. This is incorrect. You must say some people still believe the earth is flat. Don't say, I'm thinking you're right. This is a stative verb. So you must say, I think you're right. Or I believe you're right. Or I suppose you're right. Or even I guess you're right. Stative verbs describe mental states. But you can say she's guessing all of the answers. She is guessing. So the verb guess is a regular verb when it describes an action. So guess can be a mental state in the sense of I think, I believe, I guess. But to guess, there's an action involved. Don't say, is this jacket fitting me okay? Ask, does this jacket fit me okay? And then to reply, the jacket fits you perfectly. Or that puzzle piece doesn't fit. Fit describes suitability or size. It's not an action, it's a state. Now you know when you shouldn't add ing. Do you want me to keep helping you with these confusing English grammar rules? If you do, put let's go, put let's go in the comments. And of course, make sure you like this lesson, share it with your friends, and subscribe so you're notified every time I post a new lesson. And you can get this free speaking guide where I share 6 tips on how to speak English fluently and confidently. You can click here to download it or look for the link in the description. And here's another lesson I know you'll love. Watch it now.